prefixes. Prefixes means to fix something before. Pre stands for before and fixes. So that will be a word which will be fixed in a word before. Some of these prefixes, they have a meaning, but some of them, they do not have a meaning. But when they join with the word, before the word, then it comes to have a meaning. So the prefixes we are going to look at today are un, in, over, under. These are not the only prefixes that we have in English language. There are many, many more. But at the moment, we are just looking at these examples where we will be adding un, in, over and under before a word. So as we can see, un has no meaning by itself. In has a meaning by itself. Over also has a meaning and under also has a meaning. So there can be prefixes which have a meaning and some of them would not have a meaning. At the same time, there can be more and more prefixes coming on the front. There can be more added, and so it is not really a limited thing that we can talk about. So there can be many, many prefixes in English language. We have the examples of adding un and over here. So the word is employed and we add un to it to make it unemployed. In this case, the word becomes opposite to the basic word. So the basic word is employed and unemployed is the opposite of employed. So that means one of the outcome of the prefix added to the word is making the word opposite to the basic word, such as is in the case of unemployed, unsuccessful, unnatural, unaware. So the four basic words are employed, successful, natural and aware. When un is being added to it, the basic word, then the word which comes up is actually having an opposite meaning to the word which is the basic word. Unemployed, not employed. Unsuccessful, not successful. Unnatural, not natural. Unaware, not aware. So all these words, by having prefixes added to them, become the words which are opposite to the basic words. So this is one type of an example in which a prefix is added to change the meaning to the opposite word. Let us look at oversized, overdressed, overheard. So in these three examples, the prefix being used is over. In these examples, we cannot say that the word which comes into being by adding a prefix is an opposite in meaning to the basic word. This does not apply in these three examples. For example, size is defining the size of something, and oversized means bigger than the size required, but it does not mean opposite to the word size. Rather, it is defining the size. It is describing the size. We can say that here over is being used as a prefix and it is acting as an adjective because it is defining and describing the size. When it will be said, this dress is oversized, that means this dress is not meant to be for the size which is required. It is bigger than the size that is required. Similarly, when somebody is overdressed, so dress is one word, overdressed is not the opposite of overdressed. Rather, it is defining how is somebody dressed. He has put on more than the required clothes, that is why he is overdressed. Similarly, overheard. Hearing is a normal process, but when you overhear something, that means you are hearing it out of the range of being heard. So that is called overheard, but that is not the opposite of hearing or being heard.